Sorry, this is fun for us. We haven't seen each other since Electronicon, so
yeah, we're like hanging out.
We're all best friends, so we're like, hey guys. Music.
Dynamic shroud.
You will swoon. I love that. Power and glory.
Yeah,
I'll sign off on those.
Yeah.
Skyline chili.
Skyline chili. Yeah, easy.
So I just get a regular 3-way, which is a flat plate of spaghetti with the Cincinnati style chili on top, and then 3 ounces of cheese. And you just can't get that out in LA, you know.
3 ounces of cheese.
Yeah, it's like you intake 3 ounces of cheese and diarrhea out like 10 ounces.
But it's interesting because you're not supposed to mix it all together, right? You're supposed to cut into it like
a pie.
Yeah, exactly. So you get cold cheese on top with the warm chili layer, and then the like spaghetti unsauced underneath, and like a single perfect bite, and then it all comes together in the mouth. It is truly
the best. It
is the best Southwest Ohio cuisine experience out there for sure.
Probably the giant claw set, which was Keith. That was my favorite part of the whole experience. I mean,
I haven't seen
him playing.
Yeah, I haven't seen Keith live since it's been like 5 years or something.
Yeah.
He played a show in Philly, which was cool, but you know, there's just like 10 people like crammed in the back room of this like bar. So to finally see Keith perform in front of like a huge, massive, packed, sweaty, you know, crowd full of people that were just going nuts and knew all the nuances to every single one of his songs.
Yeah.
It was like,
Fucking
and
awesome.
he played some of his DDS stuff too, so it was like, nice, all right.
Yeah, the energy in that room was crazy. Like, I hadn't really felt like that in a long time, honestly, from playing music. Just like so much like communal love and stuff. It was incredible.
It was just spilling out like 50 people trying to get into the room.
Yeah.
But that's intimate, you know, that's what music's all about. That's the live experience, you know, not guardrails and barricades. It's about sweating with the musician who's giving it their all, you know.
Speaking of guardrails, like I was planning on getting up for the last song of the DDS set, but like we didn't like coordinate enough beforehand, so like I didn't get behind the rails. And just watching the set, I was noticing like, oh, there's like if I try to get over this, like the security is gonna like attack me. and think that I'm like,
Keith, I think you were on the wrong side of the stage. The other side was the side that you needed. The whole last song, because we were like, Keith, you got to come up during the last song. You know, like, it's gonna be so awesome. So we're playing "Life Should Be Easy," the last song of the set, and I'm just like, kind of like, oh man, where's Keith? Where's Keith? It would have been so epic, but maybe Electronicon 4 will do it for sure. That song specifically, it's funny, it actually started as a voice memo where I was grocery shopping and I had an idea for a song. And so as I was walking home with my groceries, I tried to sing what the beginning of the song sounded like. So it's just like, and so like the voice memo is extremely embarrassing. But from that, I was able to like kind of sketch out, you know, something that was very kind of MIDI core sounding, you know, just like in Logic. And that just kind of sat on a shelf. And then when we all got together at my place in Philadelphia, we spent a couple weeks actually working on music. We all kind of pulled out songs that we had been working on and then started adding to it together, all in the same room, because that's how we really like to make music. And that song in particular went through a lot of production. That was probably the last song we finished on the album. We replaced all the drums on that song literally the day before we had to deliver the album to the label, because we just kept listening to it and like remixing and trying to like get the drums to like hit as hard as we wanted to. And it's like, guys, I think we need to just take out all the drums and completely redo them from scratch. I was just, trust me, we can do this. So there's a lot of trust involved in the process, for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely that's the song I think of like when I think of like the most arduous and like just couldn't quite get it until the very end. But like I'm glad we like spent the extra time on it, because like there was a period of time where like all the songs on the album were like finished, and it was just like that song just like wasn't quite with the rest of them. And so I'm just really glad we actually put in like the like extra effort at the very end to make sure that it would work. It does.
Yeah, I feel like we finished a lot of the songs we finished a long time ago, but then there's just a little like nagging in the back of your head that's like, I don't want to have even the slightest regret in any of these tracks. So it took like a year to essentially erase any lingering regrets that we might have. That was like the last year of work on the album, I would say.
Literally, yeah.
And it's funny because we actually got together for a second session, like a second week plus long session. And the intention was we're going to sequence the album, and we're going to, work on the art, and we're going to like finish off, basically what we have been working on for years. But we ended up writing multiple new tracks and just like multiple songs that were like darlings on the album. We're like, no, like get it out of there, like completely like gutted and reworked the album. And then finally it was like, okay, we need to stop working on this or it's never going to come out, basically. Because we're just like perfectionists like that, I guess. Great art is merely abandoned,
Right. great art.
Who's that quote from, James?
I think that's Picasso said that art is never finished, it's only abandoned or something like that.
Is it Picasso?
Don't quote me on that.
I thought it was Da Vinci, but don't quote me on that. I don't know.
Thomas Jefferson.
Our peers.
It was Thomas Jefferson.
Our peers, yes.
Yeah, our peers.
Sorry, this is fun for us. We haven't seen each other since Electronicon, so
we're like hanging out.
We're all best friends, so we're like, hey guys.
Yes. I gotta think.
It's funny. I was actually listening, like 20 minutes ago. I was listening to the Rings of Power soundtrack. There's some really good songs on it.
Like the new Lord of the Rings show?
Yeah. There's some great songs. Yeah, I've been listening. I just downloaded the new Jockstrap album. I haven't listened to it yet. I listened to the new Kai Whiston album last night, which was pretty cool. This group Battle Trance, I've been really, really liking their album. Yeah, tons of stuff.
Yeah, I just watched Amadeus with my wife for the first time in like years and years. So over the last 2 days, I mean, this like total like douchebag, but I've been listening to like Mozart and Chopin and shit. But like, but more modern music. I really like the Andy Loeb's album that Orange Milk just put out. It's this person from Philly that I just moved from Philadelphia to LA, and just this album captures the sort of dark filth nastiness of that city more than almost anything I've ever heard. It's really, really sick. And also Internet Club put out a new album that was like, they did a live stream and put it out as like a new Internet Club album, which is super, super cool. And it's like very, very in the same vein as like Vanishing Vision and all that stuff from like 2012 and 2013. It's like really, really cool. So yeah, that and Chopin, I guess.
It's to comment real quick on the Amadeus soundtrack, like the recording of that is really good, because I would always get upset that classical recordings were super quiet and like not like in your face enough, but that one, it felt like they really tried to make it like hit you.
I feel like again, not to sound like a douche, but Sir Neville Mariner is like the interpreter of Mozart Like he is so much better than everyone else, and I think that the Academy of St. Martin's at the Fields or whatever, like they must have so much money because their productions are always, like you said, like they sound so good and dynamic, but also loud.
It's just louder, yeah. It's like hitting you in the face more.
What about you, Tech?
I've been listening to mostly recently. I've been listening to like Death Dynamic Shroud, just because
old stuff or
just like stuff we've been working on and things like that.
Have you been listening to stuff for the compilation?
No, not yet. I will, but no. I mean, like, I guess like I've just been listening to like stuff throughout the year. Like, I really love that Black Country New Road album, Ants from Up There, and then the new Black Midi album I like a lot. Soul Glow album is really good. I don't know, it's just like a mostly new. I really like this one album that came out earlier this year that like I just like have listened to throughout the year like repeatedly, by this artist named Aaron Ray, and it's just like a kind of straightforward like singer-songwriter, like all like folk, borderline alt country, but like with just enough of like
Good Corporations.
Yeah, and like it's like not even really even that all the time, just sometimes, but it's just like it has like just enough of like a psychedelic influence or something, just like a hint that like makes it I don't know, just feel really special, and it's like easy to listen to, like in just a very digestible way. Like I don't know, I just think it's really really good. It's like probably my favorite album of the year.
I feel like you've been into that kind of style recently, or the last...
it's just like like Father John Misty or like Wise Blood, just like that sort of those artists that are like still like carrying the torch for like 1970s like songwriting style. Just really love that, and I appreciate that like there are people that are keeping that like songwriting style alive.
Yeah,
it's just like a reaction to a couple years of hyperpop. It's just like, just give it to me.
Literally, yeah. It's just like at a certain point, it's just like, yeah, I just want to hear like George Harrison guitar.
Sing me a song.
Yeah. I think like at some point, I mean, we've talked about. I mean, I'm just gonna probably record some more music. Like, I don't know, there will be a period of time here where we can kind of just like enjoy the fact that Darklife exists, and that people could hear it, and that it's like done. But you know, I think even already there's just like ideas and stuff, like probably just want to get together somewhere kind of isolated and be able to focus and just like make more.
Yeah, because of the our New World Mixtape Club, which is our subscription service, basically we can never stop. So we're always pumping out albums like every single month, literally. And obviously it's not like Darklife where we toiled over them for years and years and years, but it's a way to keep us connected to where DDS came from, which is real kind of just like off the cuff, like, you know, whatever is coming out of us creatively is just like going on the paper right there in that moment. That's the album, put it out. Which we're really, really, at least I am very, very grateful that we've been able to hold on to that and not just like be completely crushed by the stress and expectations of, oh, what's the next DDS? You know, I can just kind of be like, I want to make a mixtape of Quest 64 music. So I'm going to plug my N64 into my 4-track and make a vaporwave album, and no one's gonna stop me from doing that. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to when we all get together again. And like Tech said, we want to go, you know, just like rent a chalet, you know, in the mountains for like 3 weeks or something, and just like, you know, like Led Zeppelin in the Alps or whatever, and just like, you know, write our next masterpiece.
And make the worst album ever.
Come out with physical graffiti or whatever.
Yeah, just put it out.
But yeah, I mean, that's, we spent so long on Darklife, and Darklife is the first time that we've ever really handed over the release of the album to like people that understand the industry. So like we're letting 100% Electronica, they're in charge of when do we release singles, who do you contact, what's the lead for releasing videos of the album, whatever. So we're just trying to feed DDS to that like album release cycle, just this almost like an experiment, just to see what happens. So it's going to be real fun to sort of be past all that and just make music again, honestly.
Yeah, really curious to see the reception, how it will be.
Yeah, I'm super just excited. I feel I don't know. I'm really happy with the way the Darklife sounds and is, and just I guess like I don't know, maybe in the past I've like worried about reception to things, but like I just feel like it's just good.
Well, we couldn't have done it. It's
it.
like there's nothing else we could have done.
Yeah,
it's like
if you don't like
however
it, you just don't like it. Yeah.
However it's received is just an honest reflection of the best that we can do, I feel.
Yeah, for sure.
I would give my life mantra: never stop adding to your body of work. It doesn't matter if no one fucks with it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're successful, if you make money, if you want to be an artist. Just never stop adding to your body of work, and you've been successful, in my humble opinion.
Is that Thomas Jefferson?
No, that was a Barack Obama quote, actually.
Different president. All right.
Yeah.
James is so good at like it just coming up with things off the cuff. Have you known?
Yeah.
I know Tech knows this, but
No, yeah.
sometimes just the things that you can say quickly is like, what the where did that come from?
I'm kind of a professional quote maker. So.
Jesus. I'm follow your heart.
I'm chill, I'm good.
Follow your heart.
Follow your heart. That's all I would say.
I guess I'll say about the subscription club. Like, I know a lot of people like complain that like there's a flip side of what you're saying, that people like complain that we're putting out too much. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I feel like we have like a kind of a more core fan base, I guess, that are the subscribers for our Bandcamp subscription, and it's kind of a lot of it is for them almost, and it's like other people can come to it, years later or whenever. It's like I just don't get the criticism of putting out too much unless it's like coming from a like spoiled place or something, or coming from
if it's not good, and frankly I think it's good,
I think like there's a generally like culturally pervasive attitude that is like treats music and media and art like consumption, and so when it's like you're overfeeding in that sense, and like they're like, I can't keep up, like as if there's some sort of cultural expectation to keep up, but like you don't have to. Like if you don't want to listen to it, it's fine, it'll be there. Like it's just always going to be there. Like it's like a library. Like you don't have to read every book in there right now. You can just like read what you want.
And I think that we've made it easy for people too, because it's like, okay, so we have a back catalog of like 700 tracks or whatever, but like you only have to listen to Darklife. If you're going to listen to anything, listen to that. It's a very, you can, there's enough information in there to last you a lifetime. So, if you want the rest, dig in, because we've just always pumped stuff out. That's just how we operate as artists. So we don't plan on stopping.